Welcome back, Super Stands, to D and J React, where music sparks conversation.
Every day.
In today's conversation, what nobody understands about SB19.
It's pretty interesting. We did another video similar to this from Casual Chuck. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was like a 4-part series that he did on like each individual guy.
Yeah.
But this is from another creator. Unfortunately, I don't see the name on the screen anywhere. So.
I think it's from OK Cool.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's kind of catchy actually.
I know.
You catch yourself saying it.
Okay, cool.
That was a smart YouTube channel name. Shout out to OK Cool, by the way.
Yeah.
With that being said, let's not waste any time. Let's learn.
Okay, cool.
For years, K-pop has taken the world by storm by debuting groups that make addicting and irresistible music. And since K-pop acts regularly do very well internationally, I think we can all agree that it is the most popular Asian music today, and no one can seem to overcome their spot as #1. Well, not until a certain boy group from the Philippines entered the picture and took a spot on the Billboard chart, and the rest is history. But it was not an easy road, and the group had to overcome countless setbacks before they were able to make the name for their own. In this video, we are going to meet the P-pop sensation SB19 and discover the struggles they've been through before reaching stardom. Okay, cool. Let's get started. There aren't many larger domestic pop artists in the Philippines than SB19, and nothing seems to be able to halt the rise of the 5-piece boy band since their songs started going viral. Have you seen your favorite K-pop group covering the song Gento? Well, it's their song, and currently, SB19 is one of the biggest boy groups outside the Korean music spectrum. Everything started with ShowBT Philippines Corp., the company in charge of SB19, which is the Philippine branch of Song Han-kyung's ShowBT from South Korea. Kyung, a former comedian who transitioned from being an entertainer in South Korea's media sector to entrepreneurship over 10 years ago, has played a key role in the effort to apply the K-pop paradigm to SB19, in the hopes that the group will have a significant impact on the global music scene. When I first visited the Philippines for market research 5 years ago, I noticed the Filipino fans' enthusiasm and energy for K-pop, Song Han-kyung said. The 5 members of the group show BT from among Filipino star hopefuls. Take note, many of them were K-pop enthusiasts since Korean music is pretty big in the country. After 3 years of preparation, SB19 released Tila Luha as their debut single in 2018. But things were not as smooth sailing when they first debuted, and the group had little to no media attention.
Wait, so they've been out for 7 years then?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Looks
more. 7 or 8 years.
It looks that way.
Damn, bro. I thought it was only 5.
Well, 5 from the point of that video that we watched previously.
Oh, okay.
Because P-pop boy groups are not a thing in the Philippines. However, they didn't let minor
They are
challenges hinder their dreams and decided to find a better way to market themselves to their target audience. Sejun of SB19 talks about how the group has benefited from the artistic instruction and marketing strategies of K-pop, saying, "We have a sense of universality, and we take something and utilize it to make something better out of it." He then elaborated that the group decided to train hard just like their K-pop counterpart, since such a system has been tested and proven for many years already. What they have been doing in Korea, the K-pop idols there, they have this intensive training where you have to make your moves synchronized. You're singing while you're dancing, and it's really hard. To utilize that here in the Philippines is really great, because there are lots of talented Filipinos that are not given opportunity, so that we can show the talent of the Philippines all over the world. But we all know that all beautiful things take time, and a success like this surely has a backstory worthy of talking about. SB19 recently opened up about the struggles that they have gone through before stepping into the fame and glamour they are enjoying. In an interview with TV host Tony Gonzaga, the group visited memory lane and shared the hardship that the 5 of them faced while starting. Pablo, the group's leader, took the liberty to speak about how seeing posts about aspiring artists made him remember his old self. We would usually read stories they share on Twitter. When we read their stories, we see our past selves, who started out like them, dreamers. He then revealed how rough it was for the group, that they even experienced sleeping on the floor and starving while training. All of our struggles and hardships, those times when...
common theme, seems like, in this music industry. Like with BTS.
It's only a common theme, I feel like, with BTS and SB19, because they had such organic growth. They didn't have a big corporation behind them, like, at first to really push and drive everything to them. So a lot of their growth is organic. You know, they did a lot of the footwork and stuff.
I thought Show BT was one of the bigger labels.
But weren't they, like, trying before they got signed on? Like,
yeah, I'm sure they were, but I don't know. I mean, I thought with Show BT, like, they would have some money behind them to help kind of push them and not be in that situation.
Well, I think, you know, some of these big corporations don't fully fund a lot of their stuff. Like, they might fund the music part of it, but they don't fund, like, the back end
lifestyle.
Yeah, they don't do that until they get big and show that they actually are bringing in money. Then they're like,
they're
okay,
kind of on their own.
Yeah.
When we would sleep on the floor, we would have nothing to eat, and we would just wait. We would even borrow money for transportation so that we can go to our training. These struggles came naturally, especially since boy band culture is not that well known in the Philippines. Most Filipinos are still into the concept of boy groups, but they mostly follow international artists and seldom local ones. This means that SB19 was able to open a door for local boy groups to have an avenue to showcase their talents and be known. We can even say that SB19 is the starting point of the comeback for boy bands in the Philippines, and all the hardship they have been through is indeed worth it. The boys also talked about their first ever performance, which was attended by only 20 people.
Wow.
Yep, you heard that right. The group started with this number of supporters, and they are never ashamed of their humble beginnings. Did I also mention that the group did not have a proper venue for these performances before? Josh revealed that they would perform in random places, like beside a mall, with many people passing by in order to gain attention.
We were just talking about that on the other video. It was like 3 or 4 moms just like watching them.
I wonder if that's their moms, like, videotaping them, trying to help them out.
Maybe. I didn't even think about that.
Or if it's just random people in the mall that were filming them.
I think they said some of their friends came to watch them too, to like support. But
that's pretty cool.
That's some real humble beginnings.
I was just gonna say, yeah, that's a hell of a start.
These struggles were not bad enough. There was also a point in their career that the boys thought of disbanding because of the unbearable hardships that they were going through. There was really a time when nothing was happening. We've been training for so long. So it was decided, even before we had our debut, when there were still plenty of us in the group, and then leaving one by one. And at one point, it was decided on when everyone left. After this, Pablo then mentioned how that stagnant phase in their career gave them most of the harsh reality of pursuing a dream surrounded by uncertainty. Is this still right? And everyone around you would say, quit that already. You've been there for 3 years. Nothing will come out of that. There's nothing for you there. And it'll really get into your head. But
just so you guys know, every single business takes 3 to 5 years to start working. So just if you're going to start something, just set a 3 to 5 year roadmap for yourself and don't quit until you get to that mark. If it hasn't worked by then, I mean, not saying you can push past that and it might work down the road, but the average is 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, like even in the YouTube space, there was a guy that we were watching in the very, very beginning, like when we were getting into this, trying to learn YouTube. And he said it took him 10 years before he figured it out. Even in, there was an Asian woman that we watched in an interview, and she was saying that she went through almost 10 years of YouTube with nothing happening, not getting paid, not figuring it out. It took her that long.
God, I don't know if I would have lasted that long. Like 2-3 years in, I probably would have been like,
it's not the thing.
It's
not
keep trying, but it's not really doing much.
Yeah, you just got to really struggle, persevere, and just believe in the dream and just keep going. Don't let people discourage you.
Dude, yeah, people on here think we're getting like rich off of this. I'm like, bro, you don't really get rich off of YouTube unless you have like millions and millions of followers. I'm like, we got 40K, dude. Yeah, we don't even have a stadium of followers. Like
nothing. We're like doing this in my bedroom, just so you guys know, on a laptop and an iPhone.
Yeah, like people are like, oh, you guys are only doing this for money. I'm like, what? In what world are we making?
Yeah, what money? No, we're putting like 8 to 10 hours of time every day into this, and not making anything yet.
Not yet.
One person made the other members stay, and it was Stel. Josh revealed how Stel made him realize something very important during that time, saying, then when we quit, Stel stayed. So when I left the building, I said, were my decisions right? Something like that. I was really bothered. I felt like I needed to go back because Stel stayed. Josh then stayed, because if he still had faith, why can't I? There. I came back.
That's awesome.
Because of Styles' determination and commitment to the goal they have started, other members of SB19 turn around and continue training, recognizing that the craft they are doing is not just a hobby or a pointless dream. It's their passion, into which they pour their sweat and blood. I wanted to give it another chance. Why would you give up on something you take a chance on? You wouldn't be able to prove to yourself that you can do it. So, in short, when you try something, give it your all. Do everything you can. And just like that, SB19 was able to reap the fruits of their labor, overcoming hardships and achieving rare milestones that no local boy group was able to achieve. Since numerous South Korean entertainment organizations have launched acts geared towards the Japanese and Chinese markets over the years, localizing the K-pop model isn't really a new concept. However, SB19 is the first act from the Philippines to achieve popularity, in part because of its social media presence. As a result, they have become regulars on Billboard's Social 50 chart, which is currently primarily dominated by K-pop groups. Every country has its own culture of pop, Pablo says. What differs us from other countries is the soul we put in it. Everything that we've experienced in life, everything that influences us as an artist, our culture, our language, that's what we put into our music, and we want to show that to the world. Towards the end of their interview with Tony...
I think that's so true because, like we've learned now over in their culture, singing is like from birth. Like it's just natural over there. Like singing is such a part of just the Filipino culture. So I think it is different. Whereas like you see in Korea and even China, like these boy bands, they're manufactured.
Yeah.
Like these companies put them together. They build the songs for them. They set them out, get them all put together. But it's like an assembly line, you know, whereas this is like natural. Like they were born doing this and singing in their culture and their families doing it. And
well, if you notice, like the highest, like earning highest numbered groups are like SB19, BTS, like it's natural, it's organic, and you can feel it as a person. And like people are naturally good at weeding out bullshit. Like they can smell bullshit from a mile away. And like these manufactured groups, we see it in our comments all the time. They're like, I like SB19, I like BTS, but I don't really like listening to the other groups because, like you said, they're manufactured. You can feel it's unnatural, and it's like somebody that doesn't sing or do music is the one writing the lyrics and making them do these things. And it's like, it's not coming from the artists themselves, it's coming from somebody who doesn't do those things. Yeah. So you can feel it.
Yeah, true music is a band or a group of musicians that are creating it themselves. Like it really came from their heart and their soul, and you can feel that in the music.
100%.
Gonzaga, Pablo mentioned how their success is something they are very proud of, and all of the things they have are because of the struggles that they've overcome. All of those things led us to this. So when you reach that point, you could say, this is sweet. Treasure it. He also thanked the fans, Atin, for their undying support for the group. He also mentioned how the fans fuel their enthusiasm to do better and push them to continue improving as artists and individuals. While they are there, we'll continue doing what we do because they say we inspire them. So now, they also become our inspiration to thrive. SB19 has been through many ups and downs throughout its journey and was tested by many obstacles, even to the extent of disbanding. But despite it all, the group was able to pull themselves together and discover within themselves their passion for music and their love for their fans. After many years of tears and pain, SB19 is now at the pinnacle of its success, enjoying the view from the top, the very spot they once dreamed of achieving. So, what do you think about SB19's struggles and hardships? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to give this a like.
I can't wait to see where they're at in like another 5 to 10 years.
I know.
Because, I mean, BTS, I mean, they've been working so freaking hard, dude. And these guys are kind of following almost in the same, I mean, they have their own like style and everything, but they're like, they've learned from BTS, like do the vlogs, like keep in front of the public, connect with the public, do live streams, be organic, be real. And like, that's what resonates with the people more than anything. Like, you know, a lot of these other K-pop bands just do the concert, you know, they might like take pictures of themselves, put it on Instagram, but it's not like, you can't really feel that when you're at a live like BTS does and like you they do. Yeah, you feel connected. You can ask them questions right there and they see your comments and it feels more personal, you know?
Yeah, it's real. It feels like you're talking to family or a friend.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really cool. By the way, I wanted to give a shout out to OK Cool. This is like a really good channel. Like we've done, I think 4 or 5 of their videos now, like reacted to different K-pop stuff that they do. And I know we've done Casual Chuck, and he puts together phenomenal videos, and like he's so like professional in the way that he puts the information together, and it kind of reminds me of Casual Chuck and his style.
Yeah,
very similar. Like,
very good storytellers.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, shout out OK Cool, guys. Go follow him or her. They deserve it.
Yeah.
With that being said, guys, if you want more videos like this, please drop your song requests over in our community chat. The only way you can access the community chat after you sign up on the internet is to just download the app. I know a lot of people were asking us questions like, how do we get to the community chat? It's all through the app. So go on the App Store, download Patreon, and then just sign into your account. And then you can hit the community chat and drop all your song requests over there for us. Also, we're giving 7 days away for free, so you can check out everything on our Patreon. Got a ton of exclusive content for you guys over there. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for more. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on Patreon.
Peace.